Hi, my beautiful souls. Welcome back to My Vibe. Today, I wanted to talk about gratitude for the good, the bad, and especially the ugly, because it is so important to recognize what the dark really does do to your light, okay? And to give gratitude there. And I know I've said this before in other ways, but it's been coming into me a lot lately, a lot within my letting go energy, like stuff that I'm releasing, right? But also my forgiveness practice. And then also just in detaching from the past, detaching from old people, old things that happened to me in my life, old stories that are no longer present in my life, right? Releasing that, letting it go. And I am a big, firm believer of releasing with love and gratitude. Like in my mind, like I want to walk away from every person, every experience, everything, not like, kicking my feet or throwing down my hands, but with joy and gratitude and waving them a big goodbye with a smile on my face, right? No matter what it is that I'm walking away from, whether it be something positive or negative. And this has been coming to me a lot lately, just in the fact of like, I'm walking out of an old chapter and like stepping into a new beginning. And so if that is happening for you, I know collectively we all experience, similar energies at similar times. So this might resonate with someone out there, but I want you to really start to hone in on that energy of gratitude for the things and the people that did you wrong, okay? And the reason why is because that is such a powerful shift, right, in energy. And it brings you to a new place, right? It brings you to that place of creation, that place of love, that place of where everything is as it should be, that all is well. And that is exactly that 0 point field is where we're meant to thrive and spring forward from and expand from, right? And so when you are doing your forgiveness work, or when you're letting things go and where you're releasing yourself from those people or those places or those things, right? I want you to be in gratitude for what has happened, right? Gratitude for what they have done. And sometimes it's hard to get our minds wrapped around that, right? Like of what did they actually do for us, when all, like in our pain, all we feel is the negative things that they've done, right? But I'm going to tell you this, is even when someone, and I feel like this is like confirmation, this whole like weather of like the wet coming down, I just feel like that's like washing it away, right? That's like a symbol. It's like a confirmation for me. But so essentially it's like, think about when someone does you dirty, right? Like, okay, for example, in my life, I had a soulmate that did me wrong on so many levels, right? Just like, trying to make me seem like someone I wasn't, trying to push my buttons constantly, trying to emotionally manipulate me, never hearing me out, never caring about how I was feeling, right? And it was really a struggle, right? And deep down, I knew outside of this 3D reality that we love each other, like at a deep level. Our souls love each other so much, right? But in the 3D, in reality, it was so painful. It was so excruciating, right? To have this person do me wrong over and over and over again. But what did that do, right? What did that do? If that person hadn't promised me as a soul, when we get down to earth, I'm going to do these awful things to you so that you turn towards yourself, right? If they hadn't done that, I wouldn't have had that to overcome, right? So I want you to really think about that with the people that do you wrong, right? After you can get past it, and it's not easy. It's not something you can maybe even do overnight or even over a month maybe. For me, this was a long time coming to get to this part where I'm at. But I want you to have this as your goal of, this is what you're doing, this is where you're going, and this is the energy you want to be in, right? Because I'm so thankful now that I can be in this energy. I feel so healed. I feel so grateful. I feel the true energy of the purpose between me and these souls that really did a lot of harm to me on this earth plane, right? And so this one soul in particular, like I said, there was a lot of like soul connection love, and I could feel that. And so in the 3D, when things were going wrong, I kept feeling like, this is so backwards, because how could this person do this to me? And the only thing that ever made sense was that soul was the strong soul that said, I can do this. I can be the one that is going to push your buttons to harm you so much that you run towards yourself, that you dig deep, that you go towards that darkness in yourself and you overcome it, that you expand, that you find yourself, that you find the light in you and you shine the light in you. Because without that soul doing that, I would have never, ever in a million years been able to do what I did, right? Because I wouldn't have had the inspiration. It's when someone does you wrong, okay? They're actually helping you. And it's so funny. So like another story, right? This morning, it came to me again, so I knew I had to share it with you guys, is that I was like in my kitchen and I was cooking something and I was like trying to videotape it, with my phone. And so I had all these hands on all these different things. So I bumped over a glass of water, okay? And the glass of water fell over onto the counter and then it spilled out onto the floor. And I didn't know that it had spilled out into the floor while I was cooking, right? But I was like, oh, dang it. I was like, like something I didn't want, right? Something that I didn't desire to happen. The water being spilled all over my counter and all over the floor. Then finally, once I was done cooking, and then I go into like the hallway, there's all this water from the kitchen that leaked. And I was like, oh my gosh, right? I didn't know. And the first thing that popped into my mind was, thank you. I must have needed that. And then once I got down on the floor and I took a rag and I was like down on the floor, and I had cleaned the floor yesterday, mind you, okay? I was down on the floor, like closer to the floor than I'd ever been for a while. And I'm not down on the floor like a baby, right? But I am that moment, and I'm cleaning the floor, and I realized there's more dirt down there than I thought there was, right? There's like a little bit of stuff that I had to get up. And I thought to myself, if I had never spilled that water, I'd never been cleaning, and I needed that. I needed that water. I needed to clean the floor right there, okay? So that's just like a mild example for you to understand that the things that happen that we don't desire are meant because we need them to. Our soul needs them to, okay? And when you can get in that frame of mind that you needed it to happen so that you could see a part of yourself, so you could see a projection of the world, so that you could overcome hate and turn towards love, turn in towards yourself, turn towards your spirituality, turn towards the whatever aspect of love that your soul is trying to achieve in that moment, right? Or in that time, or in those years. Whatever it is for you, your soul is guiding you and leading. Oh, sorry, it's cold out here. It's making me a little, But anyway, so I just want you to know that be grateful, right? When you can get to, and I've done other videos that are similar to this vibe, but it just keeps coming. So I know I need to say it in different ways. It's like, be grateful for the dark. Be grateful for the people that have done you wrong. It really, truly is so healing. It is the magic that flips the script and puts you in the energy that you need to be, because they came purposely to love you in that way. That is a soul love. It's a karmic, right? But we gotta love our karmics too. We gotta bless them with love. We gotta send them off with love, and know that they did something that we couldn't do for ourselves. Okay, well, I hope that you gained the beauty that I have been vibing on with this. I hope that flowed out into you. And don't forget to love yourself and have a wonderful day. Bye.